patience in the lane from Nell.
Very smart play. We talked about the Flames doubling the post. They're always going to send 2 men, so you can't stand around and watch. That was a really good cut by Nell.
Shiloh Robinson to the baseline and a foul. Spencer Johnson whistled for number 2. So Shiloh Robinson, who already has 7 points, he averages 8 a game. He's been in double figures 3 of the last 4 and 5 of the last 8 games for Liberty after none of the first 5 this year. But Liberty is unbeaten when he reaches double figures.
It stands to reason. I mean, he's the biggest player on the floor right now. If he attacks the rim like that the remainder of the game, Roxy, nobody can stop him. He's huge. That was a good move to the rim. Now you got to knock down your free throws.
One more for Shiloh Robinson. Missed both. Caleb Lohner clears, and Lohner, who had a career-high 14 rebounds in their quarterfinal win the first day of the tournament against South Florida. Inside the Fousseyni Traoré. And he's fouled by Kyle Rode, the second on Rode. And Traoré will get to the line. 2 shots for the freshman.
Second personal, 16 foul. At the line for the Cougars, number 45, Traoré.
Traoré to the line. BYU's block shot leader, come off the bench in 12 of the first 13 games this season, but making a start today. Mark Pope looking for somebody to take hold of that starting 5 role. With the injuries to Baxter and Harward, and Traoré now getting the opportunity after Ali Atiki has started the last 3 games.
And I think that's a good call right there by Coach Pope, because, you know, the freshmen are freshmen. They got to learn what they need to learn. But right there, you look at his size, and we talked about the wingspan, his presence in the paint. Does a great job on the glass. And, you know, coming into conference play, you don't want any surprises out there.
Turning the corner, Brody Peebles to the basket. The rebound tipped. Here comes Gideon George and BYU. Trevin Nell down low to George. And the pass hits off the rim, and it's chased down by Darius McGee for Liberty. McGee to the basket. Blocked from behind, but a foul.
That was a big-time block, because there was a good chance he was going to make that layup. Right there, George with the hustle. Pins it to the glass, but in the open court, McGee just kind of a little razzle-dazzle behind the back, and boy, he blew by Lucas and was going to get that layup.
First on Trevin Nell. And McGee back to the line where he's 2 for 2. So McGee with that 41-point performance against Stanford on Thursday in the semis, which tied a tournament record for the most points in a game. As he missed a second, then BYU lost the rebound out of bounds. 1 point BYU lead. And the rebound, Gideon George for BYU. 1 point lead for the Cougars. Inside 4:10 to go until halftime of this 3rd place game. And you're wondering, and it has a BYU angle to it, as Seneca Knight can't get it to go. Then nearly popped back in, and Traoré will head to the line for BYU. But the tournament record was set by Chase Fisher of BYU, 41 points. And it was matched by Darius McGee in the 12th annual Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic.
Get away with our best deals of the season at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving daily, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai. Sign and drive today on select vehicles with 0 due at signing, 0 down payment, and 0 security deposit. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
Fries with that.
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2 to 1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350. Still looking for that money in your home, Daryl?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage. We used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity?
Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
Rocket.
The Big 12 champion Bears rumble with Matt Corral and the explosive Rebels. The All-State Sugar Bowl, New Year's Day at 8:45 on ESPN.
Mele Kalikimaka. Merry Christmas from the island of Oahu. Happy holidays from the islands. Third place game of the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Hit Classic, and BYU up 1 on Liberty late in the first half. Coming up on the E-Trade halftime report, Dallin Cup and Sean Farnham. They'll break down everything about Christmas that you want to know. Coming up, they'll also have a great breakdown of #1 Baylor. I am looking forward to that breakdown of Baylor.
I'm looking forward to the breakdown of Christmas because I heard Dalen say that Die Hard was not a Christmas movie. And it is. So they need to revisit that at the half. I'd like that to be addressed. Bruce Willis, Die Hard, great Christmas movie.
Alex Barcelo sitting with 2 fouls, yet BYU up 1. As Fousseyni Traore, strong effort so far in his first start. 6 points, 7 rebounds, and also a steal for the freshman, who's 3 for 3 at the line. Foul was on Darius McGee, by the way. One for 2, Traore, and Keegan McDowell clears it for Liberty.
Good minutes right now for BYU, in the lead with their star player on the bench.
Backdoor, Darius McGee hangs, and it goes for Darius McGee, who has a 48-inch vertical leap. The 5'9" senior with 8, and we're tied. He is so fun to watch. Getting inside, T-John Lucas trying to answer, and the rebound secured by Blake Preston for Liberty. Lining up a 3. Keegan McDowell puts Liberty in front.
Textbook offense starts on the penetration, good unselfish play, and they drain the 3. You're starting to see winning basketball. Guys playing with a purpose, keeping it clean, sharing the rock.
Second 3 for McDowell. T-John Lucas finding Traore will get back to the line for the Cougars.
You know, it's so frustrating when you're trying to guard a player like McGee. You don't want him to come to the ball, so he goes back door, and you figure, no big deal. He'll go back door. He's a little guy. What's the worst he could do? He's got 48 inches of bounce, and he hits you with the up and under. You can't win against this guy, Rox, I tell you.
One more shot for Fousseyni Traore. One-point game. Caleb Lohner coming back for the Cougars. Liberty is 5 for 8 from 3. They've assisted on 8 of their 9 made field goals.
Talk about winning basketball. That's the key. Guys creating shots, seeing when the other guy's open. There you see the beautiful high-low, another assist. Just the vision and the unselfish play.
Blake Preston to lay in the feed from Joseph Van Sant. Liberty by 3. Gideon George trying to turn the corner. Now backing down against Keegan McDowell, using the left hand, and the roll for Gideon George.
That's the second time he's been effective in the post. He's making the motion, telling the coach, these guys are too small for me. That's all day in the lane.
The native of Nigeria, and speaking of too small, Darius McGee's too quick for everybody.
With the masse off the glass, did you see the spin on the finger roll? This guy's got game to spare.
He has 10 now. He's closing in on the tournament record for most points in a Diamond Head Classic as an offensive foul. Illegal screen on Gideon George at BYU, his second.
Right here, you got to get McGee off his dominant hand. He's coming downhill. He just gets you with the crossover, and now it's just a problem. He dives, nice through, gets it high off the glass. Without a shot blocker out there, somebody ready to take a charge, he's going to be able to do whatever he wants.
So the all-time tournament record for the Diamond Head Classic for points in one season. Buddy Hield, when the Sooners won it, the last time BYU was here, 2015, Oklahoma won it. And Buddy Buckets dropped 86 over the 3 games, setting the tournament record for the most points in a Diamond Head Classic. And right now, with 10 points in this one, Darius McGee needs 13 to catch Buddy Hield and 14 to break the record.
I think the odds are in his favor. Great defensive denial right there, but that's what you got to do. You have to make other plays when they're overplaying your star.
Hunter Erickson in the game for BYU as Trevin Nell missing a 3, and Joseph Van Sant skies for the rebound as Erickson, the sophomore from Provo, has played sparingly this season, but because Barcelo's sitting with 2, Spencer Johnson 2 fouls, Gideon George with 2 fouls, Mark Pope going deeper into his bench.
And they're playing well, but right there, blown assignment out front against the pick and pop.
T-John Lucas penetrates. Seneca Knight open. Trevin Nell, the offensive rebound.
Liberty really dodged a bullet there in transition. The Cougars with a couple of great opportunities.
BYU, 8 to shoot. 20 seconds left in the half for T-John Lucas. Finds by himself underneath in the slam. Fusini Traore for the Cougars.
If you're gonna trap, you gotta rotate. Big jam by the big fella.
3 seconds. Darius McGee, top corner 3, and the rebound. Hunter Erickson, halftime in Honolulu, and it's a 1-point game. Liberty 33, BYU 32. Fusini Traore for BYU leading all scorers in the game. He has 11 along with 8 rebounds, while the Spark Darius McGee with 10 to lead Liberty at the half. Liberty by 1 at the break. Coming up, it'll be the E-Trade. Halftime report from the studio. Dallin Cuff and Sean Farnham straight ahead. A good third-place game between Liberty and BYU.
Reflect on the past, celebrate the future. Season's greetings from Audi.
You got her the perfect gift. Does it matter if you give her the perfect batteries? Well, does it matter you arranged for the perfect camping trip but bought the cut rate bug spray? Does it matter you splurged on the recital dress but got her a budget haircut? Does it matter you organized the dream birthday party but rented a knockoff bouncy house?
It matters.
When it matters that it's Duracell.
They say your time will come. Well, who's got time for that? He doesn't. Neither do they. So whose time is it?
Scott?
Mm-hmm.
Did you possibly switch chairs with me?
No, not me.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Good luck finding your chair, LeBron.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, I'm Shannon Storms-Bador. When we started selling my health products online, our shipping process was painfully slow. Then we found ShipStation. Now we're shipping out orders 5 times faster. And thanks to ShipStation's discounted rates, we're saving a ton. Honestly, we couldn't do it without ShipStation.
Join over 100,000 online sellers who get ship done with ShipStation. Go to shipstation.com/try and get 2 months free.
The festive tunes are on here, the E-Trade halftime report, and it's festive in the studio as well. The Yule log is burning behind us. Barney's warming up. That's Sean Farnham. I'm Dallin Cuff. And yes, as Dwight Schrute says on my shirt, Christmas is here. Fact. Merry Christmas to all you. Hope you're having a great time. Bears beats Battlestar Galactica, all that Dwight Schrute stuff. We're going to be a little festive here. We're going to look back in the retrospective of the year with a Christmas theme in terms of our discussion here. So give me your best new ornament, best freshman so far.
I think you got to look down at the plains of Auburn because Jabari Smith, he could be the #1 pick overall in the NBA draft. He's 6'10", and he can score at all 3 levels, in particular from beyond the arc where he's shooting 65%. Because of his length, he can be very disruptive at the defensive end of the floor, averaging almost 2 steals per game. You see the points per game number, the efficiency is there. He's leading Auburn right now to what could be the best team in the SEC when it's all said and done, and a team that's good enough to maybe return to a Final Four.
And he may be the #1 pick in the draft next year as well. Could be Paolo Banchero. Coming with a lot of expectations, but he's met those expectations. A 3-level scorer that's never sped up. He plays at his own pace. He's highly skilled, can knock down threes, can finish at the rim. And you saw that when they played out Gonzaga out in Vegas. He was able to take over that game alongside Wendell Moore. They've been a dynamic duo, lead them to the a win over the #1 team in the nation at that time. Virginia Tech just a couple nights ago, when they were in desperation mode, looked dangerous in the early second half. He was able to take over, be a play creator and a starter and a finisher himself. 23 in that game. He was critical in that game as well. Let's talk about, are you a plastic tree or a real tree guy?
I'm a real tree guy. I'm not the fake tree kind.
Love the scent. I lost that battle at home, though. That's for another time, though. Give me your best tree, a tree that stands tall, the best big.
Well, I think when you're talking about trees that stand tall, you got to talk about Oscar Tshiebwe. I mean, he rebounds at a selfish level, and that is the best thing you can say about a rebounder, is they are selfish. Why? Because he goes after every single rebound. He set a Rupp Arena record with 28 rebounds versus Western Kentucky. In fact, he out-rebounded the entire Western Kentucky team in that game. Man, he dominates from 3 feet and in.
He had more rebounds in that game than I had my whole career. E.J. Liddell is a guy I want to talk about, though, not because he's dominant like Tshiebwe on the boards. He's just so versatile, man. He is a matchup nightmare. At 6'7", he can take you in the post. He can knock down threes. He can put on the deck and finish. He's everything you want in a big, and he's got such a high basketball IQ, but his efficiency is off the charts. He constantly has the ball in his hand. He uses the possession so often, but he does it in a smart, efficient way. He's been outstanding for Coach Holtman's crew so far this year. Best surprise gift of the season?
Well, I think when you think about surprise gifts, you have to think about Tommy Lloyd and what he's done in his first season down in Arizona. And, yeah, you can talk about the pieces that are back, but they're coming off their loss against Tennessee. Tennessee did a great job of getting up and in them early and forced some turnovers. Christian Koloko was a non-factor in that game. But I think you look at overall with the resume that they've put together this year, they're every bit the part of a team that's in the top 10. And this is a team that I still believe, even after that loss, is good enough to make a run to the Final Four. They play fast. They've got a lot of good talent.
Speaking of a lot of good talent, TJ Otzelberger, first year at Iowa State, another first-year coach, brings in all these different freshmen, all these different transfers, led by Isaiah Brockington, and they've just been great, particularly in the defensive end. They're disruptive. They turn you over at a 27% clip. That's top 10 in the nation. They're top 10 in terms of defensive efficiency. They make you feel them throughout the course of the possession, and they have big wins, man. Iowa, Xavier, Memphis. They've been a shock in terms of how they burst onto the scene throughout the course of this year. Last but not least, in terms of our discussion, the best stocking stuffer. Stocking stuffers are underrated. Best stocking stuffer, best dunker.
I love stocking stuffers. Like, that's a message, like when I get home, my wife better have something nice in my stocking. But I think you look at Kendall Brown. I mean, this freshman, I was there up in Eugene, and when he dunks, I mean, he literally, his head is at the rim. And he moves on the back line without the ball as well as anybody. He is an electric level dunker and athlete and so good in the open floor. You have to watch him because his ability to score in the paint.
I'm going a little the other way. Jamarian Sharp's the biggest big in the country, 7'5", and they just throw the ball at the rim all the time. He was crushing Louisville. He had a lot of plays in the Kentucky game early. He had 7 blocks in the first half. He got dinged up in that game, and Oscar Tshiebwe ended up battling him. But he's, in terms of leading the nation in block shots. So I went a little different. Stuffing the shots, but also stuffs it in the rim, too, a little bit. Kendall Brown, he's a high flyer. Jamar Chubb's a different dude.
You're a man of great versatility.
Well, that's it, folks. Merry Christmas for the A block of the show. We're going to talk about Baylor when we come back. Talk about versatility. This team won a national championship last year. We'll go inside the program a little bit, but can the men repeat? Sean answers that question after this.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
I'm coming home, baby. I'm coming home now, right away. I'm coming home, baby. I'm sorry now, I am away.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
I'm coming home now real soon.
These little cups would make great stocking stuffers. But how about right now in your mouth stuffers? Happy holidays to your mouth. Not sorry. Reese's.
Levine feeling it out a bit from downtown. Rick. Hey, Zach, your mom called. You're not invited to Thanksgiving.
What's this dude talking about?
Now, here's Williamson. That sure won't help your 2K rating, Zion.
Bruh. All right, do break.
Let's do it.
Yo, broadcaster.
All
that talking, right?
Telling you, quiet now.
Now he can talk, right?
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Superpowers from a spider bite. I could use some help showing the world how Liberty Mutual customizes their car insurance. Ow! I'm okay!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Only in theaters December 17th.
Take a look at this heart. It's the one I'm gonna use to love.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
This halftime report is presented by E-Trade. Stop waiting. Start investing.
It's an insane ring. You're going to love it.
With a national championship for the Baylor Bears.
It's insane. It's having two great programs.
That's what they want to know. Are you going back to back? And we all know it's kind of like climbing a mountain.
We lost 4 unbelievable leaders. We have a lot of opportunities for people to step forward.
New head coach Nikki Collin is certainly replacing a legend in the game.
I'm going to be critiqued maybe more than any other women's coach in America.
We're all trying to go to the NBA, so there's millions of dollars on the line. That's a lot of pressure, a lot of fear.
Here we go, here we go!
Alyssa Smith may be the most dominant player in the women's game, and she could be the #1 pick in the draft.
On the court, I feel I'm just a dog. My actions speak louder than my words.
It's great to have this opportunity to go back to back.
I was born for this.
This could be a season to remember in Waco.
Can't wait to see that ESPN Plus January 6th. 2 of the best programs in the country, men and women. But the men's side, they won the championship last year. See where they are again. Tracking similarly this year. Sean Farnham, I ask you, will they repeat? First time since Florida 06-07?
They could have already done that had there been a 2020 tournament. We could have been maybe looking at a three-peat. That's how good Baylor has been. I think they can because of how electric they are at the defensive end of the floor. They're one of the most disruptive teams in all of college basketball still.
They've been outstanding to watch so far. New guys, new roles, still playing at a really high level. This has been the E-Trade Halftime Report.
You know how sometimes you're just kind of brushing your teeth and then all of a sudden, it's on. With Roman, you can take care of erectile dysfunction discreetly. So whenever the moment happens, you're ready. Roman ready.
I got you, don't worry.
I've started guidance.
Looks like you're home. This holiday season, hurry in to the BMW Road Home sales event and find your way home in the ultimate driving machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
It's Subway's Eat Fresh, Refresh. Don't let its rookie status fool you. The new Baja Steak and Jack hits you like a seasoned vet with new juicy steak, pepper jack cheese, and smoky Baja Chipotle sauce. Save big. Order through the app.
Romulus, your city will be finished in just one day.
Finished? My Colosseum! They'll never finish it today!
Unfortunately, we ran out of Red Bull.
Huh, so that's why Rome wasn't built in a day.
Thousands of years ago, even if you were sitting at the top, you really couldn't count on support. It took centuries for office seating to evolve, but there were some major holes in the design. Then people were inspired to do away with office chairs completely. Yeah, that didn't work. In 2020 came the breakthrough the world has been waiting for. The first ever XHMT heat and massage chair by X-Chair. X-Chair just made history's most comfortable work chair even better by integrating heat and massage into our patented dynamic variable lumbar support. Waves of glorious massage that wake up tired muscles? Yes. Soothing heat that melts away daily tension? You bet. The all-new XHMT massage chair by X-Chair. The future feels good. Upgrade to the ultimate office chair this holiday season with XHMT by X-Chair. Use code TV to get $100 off and a free footrest.
Welcome back to the 2021 Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic third place game where Liberty clinging to a 1-point lead on BYU as we get ready to start the second half on Christmas Day from the islands in Honolulu. Unfortunately, we have some breaking news along with Corey Williams, Roxy Bursing with you. There will not be a championship game played as we just received word that because of COVID protocols within the Stanford program, Stanford cannot play today against Vanderbilt. Therefore, we will not have a championship game between Vandy and Stanford. It'll be ruled a no contest. Vanderbilt will be declared the tournament champion, but disappointing that we're not going to have a championship game as 4 Stanford players have tested positive, and that's why we won't have a game later today.
That's extremely disappointing. Looking forward to such a great matchup. Obviously, everyone dealing with this pandemic and the COVID protocols as much as the best they can, but if you're not able to field a team, a competitive team, then you just can't have a game.
And we had that earlier today when the University of Hawaii could not play in the 7th place game because of COVID protocols within their program. And now the championship game will not be played because of Stanford having 4 players test positive within their program. And so therefore this is the final game of the 2021 Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic. As Liberty going right inside into the basket for the lay-in, it is Shiloh Robinson, and Liberty up 3. They've led by as many as 4 in this game, and Robinson has 9.
They've settled in. They've kind of used their interior players. But now they've got to focus on a guy named Alex Barcelo, who's back on the court and looking to get it started.
Travel on Caleb Lohner. Darius McGee leading Liberty with 10, 9 for Robinson now. Fusini Traore for BYU leads all scorers, 11 points, 8 rebounds. In the first half, Liberty assisted on 9 of their 11 field goal makes, while BYU 0 for 11 from 3 and 20 of their 32 points coming in the paint.
They've got to keep that going, getting a lot of offensive rebounds and putbacks.
Open is Kyle Rode, and a straight on 3, and Liberty has their largest lead of the ballgame.
Great assist by, you guessed it, Mr. McGee.
38-32, Liberty is 6 of 11 outside the arc. Inside to Traore, the kick out. Trevin Nell lines it up. And the rebound tipped out of bounds by the Flames. It stays at this end with BYU.
Right here, you talk about an important guy. Look at the white shirts react to his penetration. Everybody's in the lane. He's got 3 guys out there. They can just toe it up. That's shooting practice right there for the Flames.
Open in the corner, Alex Barcelo 3.
And that's automatic. There wasn't a defender within 20 feet of Barcelo on that 3.
First 3 of the game for BYU. Kyle Rode from deep. And Fousseyni Traore another rebound. Alex Barcelo trying to force it inside, broken up by Kyle Rode, and it's taken away by Liberty.
That was great hustle right there by Rode. He had to come out on the ball screen and show, and then he hustled and got all the way back to get a piece of the pass.
Shot clock inside 10 for the Flames. Shiloh Robinson across the key with the left hand, scoops it in. Kyle Rode came up hobbling a bit, clutching his ankle, but he is hustling back on defense.
Well, they got that 2-headed monster out there with Rode playing in the paint, being physical.
Inside to Fousseyni Traore. Count it and 1.
Boy, has he been big for the Cougars today. Offensive rebounds, defensive boards, and right there, flashing in the middle, becoming available. You got to be a target. Give the guard something to hit. He gets big, doesn't play around with it, goes right to the rim. That's what you want your bigs to do. Don't bring it down. Just take it right up and score.
Third foul on Kyle Rode. And 1 free throw for Traore, who's 5 for 6 from the line so far today. Terrific effort so far from Fousseyni Traore, and he is tied at career high with 14 points. Pulls BYU within 2. Darius McGee underneath, and the wide open lay-in for Joseph Van Sant.
They play so well out of the double teams with McGee. McGee being very smart, giving it up, and then his teammates figuring, hey, you got 2 on McGee, somebody's open. They always make that extra pass, and that's where you see their effectiveness.
Bounce pass inside, Fousseyni Traore off the feed from Tijon Lucas. And 1 again for Traore.
4 out, 1 in works, but on the other end, McGee's like, hey guys, I got 2 on me. So he gives it up and they look around and they find the open man, high percentage, but this is just great. Another time where they've got all 4 guys on the perimeter, 1 guy in the middle, and he is just eating them for lunch in the paint right now.
He is a problem for Liberty, that's for sure. 17 now for Traore. As the foul was called on Blake Preston, his second, as Fousseyni Traore gets a breather here. And he is putting in hard work on Christmas in Honolulu.
And he'll be the first one to tell you, he gets to play one-on-one because he's surrounded by great shooters. You can't really help down on the post because the Cougars will sting you from the arc.
Trip and a foul before going up for the shot as Darius McGee penetrated. And they're getting the reach in on Tijon Lucas, his second. 42-41 Liberty. Liberty shooting 54% from the floor. They're 6 for 12 from 3 as BYU is dominating the boards. Backdoor too far out in front of Darius McGee, and a turnover on Liberty, just their 6th.
Great defense right there by the Cougars. Full denial on McGee, and like you said, there wasn't enough real estate for that backdoor. McGee's going to take a breather. We'll see if the Cougars can gain a little bit with him off the court.
The Liberty program that's the favorites, the Atlantic Sun. BYU picked second in the West Coast Conference behind Gonzaga. And both of these teams were in the NCAA tournament last year. And BYU looking for their 4th win against a team from the NCAA tournament from a year ago already. Off balance, Alex Barcelo stumbling and still got it. And BYU takes the lead.
Barcelo trying so hard to get it going in the one-on-one. Roxy had nowhere to go, but still found a way to get it to the rim. It's a testament to him being a baller.
Tyler Robinson off the heel with the rim with a 3. And on the deck, it's loose and a kick. And it's against Liberty. It's a BYU basketball. 43-42, tight one in Honolulu on Christmas Day.
We had a little foul trouble in the first half, but Alex Barcelo says, you know what? Let me get in here and get this party started with the floater.
The College Football Playoff Semifinals, Friday on ESPN.
Get away with our best deals of the season at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With new cars arriving daily, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai. Get 0% APR financing plus 0 payments for 90 days on select vehicles. Now, during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
We love our new home. Lots of windows, great light.
But the birds. They're back.
Yes, I hear them. Uh-oh.
Why are these birds so angry?
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
We save a lot.
I'm going.
Hurry, hurry!
I know.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
Our house seemed like a dream come true. Great character, great neighborhood.
Until Mrs. Cashman started feeding the neighborhood cats.
All the cats.
We need to move right now.
With Rocket Mortgage, we can adjust our home loan options in real time.
Customize our monthly payment, down payment, and closing costs.
Please.
And no cats.
It was a catastrophe.
Just no.
When you need control over your home loan, Rocket can.
We've been waiting all year to come together. Happy holidays from Lexus.
Get $1,500 lease cash toward a 2022 RX 350.
1-point lead for BYU. Melikaliki Maka for the 50th state. Santa hats and all. I guess French fries and beverages are on the menu on Christmas here at the Simplify Arena, the Stan Sheriff Center, and on the menu for BYU. What a game so far for Fousseyni Traoré, the freshman.
Now, he hasn't had to score from further than 3 or 4 feet away from the rim, but that's not his problem. His teammates are doing a great job rolling him right down the lane, spoon-feeding the big man, shooting it at a high percentage. And Liberty has to make a decision on that ball screen. They can't leave him anymore.
Game track brought to you by Dollar General. As Fousseyni Traoré, a career-high 17 points, already 9 rebounds for the freshman. BYU dominating the glass. Liberty shooting the ball well. 6 of 13 outside the arc. They're sharing it well. 12 assists on 15 baskets. And it's a tight third-place game as each team won their quarterfinal matchup. Liberty knocked off Northern Iowa, while BYU beat South Florida, holding the Bulls to a tournament low 39 points. As BYU won the game by 15 despite scoring a season low 54. Then each team lost heartbreaking semifinal games as Gideon George stepped on the end line. It goes back to Liberty. Liberty lost to Stanford 79-76 despite the 41 from Darius McGee. And then Scottie Pippen Jr. took the game over down the stretch for Vanderbilt, and they squeaked by BYU 69-67 Thursday night. For those of you just joining us, The news earlier as Darius McGee lays it in. Liberty seesaws in front. That the championship game will not be played due to COVID health and safety protocols within the Stanford program, as 4 players for Stanford had tested positive. And the game is going to be ruled no contest, and Vanderbilt will be declared the champion of the 2021 Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic as Tijon Lucas gives BYU the lead again. Good back and forth between 2 NCAA tournament teams from a year ago. BYU, who won 3 straight games to start the season against tournament teams from last year. A step back, tough 3, Darius McGee, but the long rebound, Shiloh Robinson there for Liberty. Keegan McDowell had a great look, came up way short. But BYU started the season a win over Cleveland State, then followed up beating San Diego State, and then crushed Oregon in a game in Portland. They have a win against Utah State, another tournament team from a year ago. This will give them 5 as Fousseyni Traore called for the offensive foul.
And that's a smart play right there. But Rox, take a look at this. If you're trying to guard McGee, you've got a serious problem. He wants to go away from the ball, but right here, he's just going to give you a little head fake, almost like a wide receiver, and just cuts down the lane for the easy 2. And right here, you're giving up ground, and that's a little too physical, as the offensive players aren't allowed to dislodge the defender like that.
And it seems to let you get away with the first one. It's the second one where they get you, and that's where Traore lowered the shoulder and knocked over Liberty defender for the offensive foul.
And what you want out of your big men, you want them to mix it up. You want to bang and combo with a spin move or a jump hook, but 2 consecutive bangs, the defender gets a chance to kind of anticipate and draw that foul. Can't be so deliberate.
Down the lane, the teardrop for Brody Peebles, and the freshman puts Liberty back up 1.
Rox, you just get the feeling that this game will probably come down to whoever has the ball last. It really will. Both teams making plays. Key guys for both teams stepping up when needed.
Gideon George, the air ball pulled down by Traore. Up and under, the footwork from Gideon George draws the contact. And he'll head to the free throw line for BYU.
Well, Gideon George has been huge for the Cougars in this tournament. We talked about knocking down perimeter shots. He's grabbed a lot of rebounds, but today he's really found his presence in the post. The one-on-one's been good for him.
67% foul shooter. Now, we told the story before, but it does bear repeating. The charitable efforts Gideon George made, the native of Nigeria, who's been getting shoes to donate, sneakers for Africa. He has brought in and sent back over 6,000 pairs of shoes to donate back to Africa for that charity, Sneakers for Africa.
It's unbelievable.
Fabulous effort from Gideon George. Brody Peebles short on that one, and the rebound, Spencer Johnson for the Cougars. And a foul falls off, but Seneca Knight earns 2 free throws.
Seneca Knight passed on a couple of perimeter shots right there, did the same and tried to take it right to the rim. See the Cougars starting to be a little more physical right here in the second half.
First foul on Isaiah Warfield. Seneca Knight 1 for 1 from the line. Falls off. Knight, who has been at both San Jose State and LSU, was an all Mountain West player for the Spartans, and then went to LSU only to enter the portal again, and has ended up at BYU. Tie game. .20 to go. This will be a big lift for either team that comes out of this, because you don't want to travel all this way over to Honolulu and go home 1 and 2. It's Darius McGee with a 3. And that ties the tournament record for the most three-pointers made in a Diamond Head Classic. That gives him 13 for the tournament.
There's a good chance he'll eclipse that record. You talk about a player who's lightning quick, has a 48-inch vertical, doesn't take much for him to score. He gets a little bit of daylight, just raises up, knocks it down. Darius McGee on fire here in the island.
ESPN Plus is now the exclusive home of PGA Tour Live. That means 35 tournaments a year with more hours of coverage than anywhere else. Starting in January, we'll have 4 unique live feeds every day of every tournament. So sign up for ESPN Plus now. You'll get PGA Tour Live and everything else that ESPN Plus has to offer. Go to espnplus.com/PGATL today.
Here's to all you out there whipping up a casserole on an hour's notice. Here's to making lists and making sure you don't run out of the things you need. Here's to the real everyday heroes taking care of business and all the people you love. At Dollar General, we're proud to be right around the corner with the brands you love for less. So stop by your neighborhood DG and let's make real deals happen.
What a wonderful day. All the luck in the world for me. That's the way I do it. Nothing to it. Wonderful day.
I'm coming home, baby. I'm coming home now, right away. I'm coming home, baby. I'm sorry now I ever went away.
The ride of your life is closer than you think. For the first time ever, buy your new car entirely from home with Nissan at Home. Delivered direct from dealer to driveway.
I'm coming home now real soon.
You want fries with that?
Introducing Wendy's new hot and crispy fries. Preferred almost 2-to-1 over McDonald's. Try them today, only at Wendy's.
College football playoffs on New Year's Eve. The Cotton Bowl, number 1 Alabama, number 4 Cincinnati, and then the Orange Bowl, number 2 Michigan, number 3 Georgia, coming up on New Year's Eve and a Christmas Day in Honolulu with a look out at the ocean. Desmond Ridder leading Cincinnati, the Party Crashers. Great numbers for Cincy quarterback. 36 total touchdowns. And speaking of football, look who made the trip over to the Islands. Kalani Sitake, the head coach of BYU football, flew over to support Mark Pope and the BYU Cougars, and I'm assuming visiting some family also on the island.
Quite possibly. Gotta love the athletic department that sticks together.
3 shots for Trevin Nell, who was fouled shooting the 3. As he gets the roll in the first one, the foul on Isaiah Warfield, his second. Trevin Nell now 6 for 7 from the line this year. Nell going 2 for 2, and Nell who has 6 points. Originally signed with Cal out of high school out of Woods Cross, Utah. And Konzo Martin. But when Konzo left Cal to take the job at Missouri and Trevin Nell departed for an LDS mission, he opened up his recruiting. When he came home, he decided he wanted to go to BYU. And he ties the game inside 12 minutes to play. A fun game between Liberty and BYU. Micaiah Abii off balance, and Caleb Lohner will put him on the line. First on Lohner.
Caleb Lohner, a player who delivers a lot for the Cougars. We've seen him play big this week here in the tournament. Just can't find the rhythm right now. Picking up a couple fouls, hasn't been able to score.
2 shots for Micaiah Abii. 83% free throw shooter, the sophomore from Frisco, Texas, who is The next factor off the bench, when he's able to give Liberty a boost, it's a huge lift for Richie McKay. And the Flames, he started off his career on a great roll. First couple of ball games at Liberty, put up 29 points his first 2 games. The most for a Liberty true freshman in his first 2 career games since Seth Curry did it for Liberty in 2008. By the way, big win for Steph Curry and the Warriors in Phoenix today.
Yeah. My sons will be ready. Don't you worry.
No Jordan Poole, no Klay Thompson, no James Wiseman.
That's troublesome right there.
Steph Curry was there, though.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all you need.
T-John Lucas is grabbed. No, a tie-up jump ball. Wow, Liberty ball.
The quick hands of McGee. I thought for sure that was a reaching foul. He steps back, and when he presents the ball, he kind of comes down. Oh, he got all arm. That should have been a foul right there.
Actually, the arrow with BYU, not Liberty. And a whistle off the ball. That's a hold in the post. Kyle Rode, his 4th foul with 11:19 to play.
Here comes the substitution.
15 foul against Liberty. But Rode will have to sit as Shiloh Robinson comes back for Richie McKay. Trevin Nell attacks, draws contact. +1, Trevin Nell.
Yeah, Rox, we know he's a great shooter, but Mark Pope's got to be excited when your shooter just puts the ball on the deck and goes to the rim hard like this. The nice tuck, he gets hit across the arm, still finished. A little weight room action right there.
And Trevin Nell starting to take off for Mark Pope. Ever since Mark Pope injected Trevin Nell into the starting lineup, he started now the last 7 games. After off the bench each of the first 7 this season. Double figures in now for the last 6 games for Nell with that free throw going. Underneath on the block shot by Fusini Traore. Traore doing everything for BYU today. The leaner, Seneca Knight left it short, and Darius McGee comes away from the crowd with the basketball. 52-51 BYU. Stolen by Spencer Johnson. Johnson attacks. Johnson will go to the line. Shot fell off. Shiloh Robinson, a 2nd foul. And BYU, 2 more free throws.
In a tight game, it can come down to plays like this. That's a guaranteed 2 points that Traore just takes off the board. Penetration and dish, and the big fella with the denial. It's a 1-point game. There's 10 minutes to go, but you just get that vibe that every play matters between these 2 teams.
Johnson is 68% free throw shooter. And gets the first. Spencer Johnson is good offensive boost for Mark Pope off the bench this season. Double figures in 7 of the first 13 games. Began his college career redshirt at Weber State and served an LDS mission in Italy. Well, his brother Isaac, McDonald's All-American, a freshman for Dana Altman at Oregon. BYU is up 3.
And you see in the second half, a more deliberate offense from Liberty. They're letting McGee bring the ball up in his hands. He gets it poked away right there.
T-John Lucas can't handle it, and it goes out of bounds to Liberty.
In the first half, McGee hardly did any of the ball handling. They started him away from the ball. He was coming off curls and screens. Now, with 10 minutes to go, he's assumed his proper position at the point guard spot, looking to create all the offense for the Flames.
And it was on the midcourt line and across the midcourt line. A turnover.
And they may want to rethink this strategy. That's back-to-back turnovers. And you wonder if it's some fatigue, but right there, great defensive effort by Barcelo to knock it free. And there you see the ball did cross midcourt. McGee telling his teammates, calm down, I got this. That's 2 turnovers in a row.
Despite BYU 1 for 14 from 3. They're up 3. 9:40 to go as Alex Barcelo finds Gideon George.
Yeah, you're going to watch a lot of BYU basketball, but you won't see too many nights where they're 1 for 14 from downtown. They shoot it way too well.
1 for 15 is the rebound. Joseph Van Sant for Liberty. Alex Barcelo has the lone make for the Cougars from outside the loop.
And now they get McGee off the ball. Cougars trying to settle in and play defense.
Underneath, and Joseph Van Sant posting up.
And that's what you need. You need a full team effort on offense. Other guys stepping up.
Caleb Lohner has it knocked away, but got it back. A 3, too strong from Tijon Lucas for the offensive rebound again. 10 offensive rebounds for the Cougars. Tijon Lucas walked. Turnover on BYU.
Cougars not cashing in on some really good opportunities. Open shots, offensive rebounds. Still just a 1-point game.
As we mentioned the numbers earlier, Liberty a terrific defensive team. Last year we're 3rd in the country, allowing fewer than 60 points per game. This year allowing into today 58.5 a game. And the opposition shooting below 39% from the floor against Liberty this season. BYU has been very good from inside the arc. It's just outside the arc they have not been able to throw to the ocean, which isn't too far away from us.
No Darius McGee on the floor right now for the Flames, and it's the freshman.
Rattles out a good move from Brody Peebles, and a tie-up, and it stays with Liberty.
Know about that call. That was it. Barcelo just kind of reached in and took it. The officials called jump ball. I thought he was kind of quick on that whistle. Right now, they teach the big men, don't bring it down, and this is why the little crumb snatchers will come get it from you. Barcelo just took it. But possession arrow favors the Flames.
Brody Peebles, who was the #2 prospect out of Alabama in the college basketball last season, behind DJ Davison of Alabama, who's off to a brilliant start to his college career for the Crimson Tide. Trevin Nell, 3, the second 3 of the game, and BYU is up 4.
Welcome to the game, freshman. You can't step off a shooter like that. Got to stay at home. Nell delivers the big shot.
Blake Preston spins, muscles up, and 1 for Blake Preston.
Wow. Offense from an unlikely source right there, taking his time in the post. Right here, you talk about responsibility, penetration, kick, and the stick. Cougars doing their thing, but not to be outdone. The Flames at the other end were chance for 3 the hard way.
The road home for the holidays, where the ultimate driving machine becomes the ultimate cruise through 3 states machine. The ultimate zip around the corner for mom's cooking machine. And even the ultimate we couldn't get out of there any faster machine. Because at BMW, we know every holiday looks different. So we created the ultimate whatever your road home looks like machine. Receive a credit of up to $2,500 through January 3rd.
Are you ready for the wildest football season to get even wilder? Are you ready to celebrate the first ever Week 18 season finale? Are you ready for Super Wildcard Weekend to extend into Monday? What about going the extra mile when it comes to your food?
That sucker's gonna sell for $1 million.
This is the high-gear, high-stakes football that kicks off the NFL postseason. Are you ready?
It's a mixed up world, and the way we work looks a little different.
But whether you embrace the new normal or just want to get back to the routines that feel right, X-Chair continues to be at the forefront of change, which is why we've launched the all-new X-Chair with Elemax. Elemax combines gentle body temperature regulation with stress melting massage to increase your comfort working from home or at the office. Feel more refreshed in seconds with dual fans that actively deliver a cooling airflow. Or you can wrap your back in the soothing warmth of heat therapy and access 4 combinations of massage for deep relief from tension. Our patented dynamic variable lumbar support and SciFloat Infinite Recline technology remain unchanged. Order an X-Chair with Elemax today. Use code TV and get $100 off, plus a free footrest. Hey, change happened, and we've made it a good thing with all new Elemax from X-Chair. This holiday season, feel better than ever before. Order X-Chair with Elemax today. Use code TV and get $100 off and a free footrest.
A beautiful Christmas day in the islands at the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Hit Classic. Happy holidays from Honolulu. Along with Corey Williams and our ESPN crew, Roxy Bernstein with you. Unfortunately, we won't have 2 gifts for you. Only one. As a third place game, this will be the last game played today, as you're probably aware of the news now. But if you're not, there will be no championship game, as Stanford, because of health and safety protocols, will not be able to play in the championship game against Vanderbilt. Therefore, Vanderbilt will be declared the champion of the 2021 Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic. The game will be viewed as a no contest, but you're hoping everything is okay with 4 Stanford players testing positive, and in the best decision for everybody involved, there will not be a championship game played today, and Stanford not available to play against Vandy.
We're talking about how disappointed we were looking forward to that game. You got to imagine for the players, it's even that much worse. Both teams playing well throughout the week to get to that championship game. Looking forward to the strength and size of Stanford versus that athleticism of Vanderbilt, and it's all for naught. So as you mentioned,
unfortunately, Stanford becomes now the 3rd Pac-12 program that goes on pause as Alex Barcelo is denied. The 2 LA schools already are both ranked in the top 10. UCLA and USC are on pauses right now for health and safety protocols. And now Stanford joins them, and we already saw the first couple of league games where Arizona and Arizona State were supposed to visit Los Angeles and play the 2 LA schools. Those have been postponed, and waiting to see how it progresses within those 2 programs when UCLA and USC can resume and get off the pause. While Stanford now enters a pause as the foul on Joseph Van Sant of Liberty, and BYU to the line for a couple of free throws. With 4 Stanford players testing positive, and Stanford not available to play in the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic championship game. Seneca Knight shooting 2 for BYU. One more for Knight, who has 7 off the bench for Mark Pope and the Cougars.
You know, Rox, we've been dealing with this situation for quite some time now, and sometimes we forget how strenuous it can be for the athletes. The constant testing, the protocols, the social distancing, being expected to travel and perform. And you really got to imagine how difficult it is for them to come this far and not be able to play in that championship game after doing everything they're asked to do on a daily basis.
And unfortunately, we're seeing how contagious it is right now and how quickly it is spreading, as Stanford becoming the 2nd team in this tournament not available to play, as the University of Hawaii could not play their game today because of health and safety protocols. And we saw the Hawaii Bowl yesterday canceled, as the University of Hawaii football program had to pull out because they could not field a team to play Memphis in the Hawaii Bowl here on Christmas Eve. Third foul on Gideon George of BYU. And for the Cougars, team foul number 5, and a Liberty basketball with 6:21 to go, and the Cougars are up 4 on Liberty in the 3rd place game. Darius McGee, a challenge three, and he hit it over Alex Barcelo.
That's one of those shots you just look over at your bench and you look at your coach and you just put your hands out. There's really nothing you can do. When a guy is as quick as he is off the dribble, all he needs is a little raise up, and it's nothing but net. And we've got a 1-point game again.
The classic Hollywood story. We meet the hero, the all-new Nissan Frontier. Hero faces seemingly impossible challenge. Tension builds. The plot twist. The hero prevails. In Hollywood, this would be the end. But out here, we're just getting started.
Introducing the all-new Nissan Frontier.
You got her the perfect gift. Does it matter if you give her the perfect batteries? Well, does it matter you arranged for the perfect camping trip but bought the cut rate bug spray? Does it matter you splurged on the recital dress but got her a budget haircut? Does it matter you organized the dream birthday party but rented a knockoff bouncy house?
It matters.
When it matters that it's Duracell.
Oh, don't forget, gifts for the kids.
Bye.
Hey, give it back! Come on! Stop! Get off my bed!
Hey, guys, come on.
I had my own room. Wait, no, where is it? Where's that?
Check the office.
Oh my gosh, I love it! We get our own rooms?
Still looking for that money in your home, Daryl?
Yeah, this puppy should finally do the trick.
Well, good luck. We found ours yesterday.
Let me guess, in the attic.
With Rocket Mortgage, we used our home's equity and turned it into cash.
Equity?
Yeah, you can do it on your phone.
Check your phone before you wreck your home, Daryl.
That's easy.
When you want to find money in your home, Rocket can.
Oh, that's all good, Daryl. I got a guy.
59-58, BYU the lead. College basketball doubleheader for you Wednesday. Va-Tech heads to the Dean Dome to take on North Carolina at 7 Eastern. Conference play gets underway in the SEC. Alabama and Tennessee, two top 20 teams at Coleman Coliseum. Both games right here on ESPN2. Darius McGee just set the Hawaiian Airlines Diamond Head Classic tournament record. He's made 14 threes in the tournament, and he has brought the Liberty Flames to within one of the BYU Cougars. 59-58, BYU approaching 6 minutes to play.
And McGee may have a couple more in him before this is over with.
He's closing in on the all-time scoring record for the tournament, held by Buddy Hield. Gideon George launching, and a three for BYU.
He did this a couple of nights ago, big threes in the second half.
Back to a 4-point game. Just the third made three for BYU in the game.
And the key for the Flames, there's a lot of time left. You want to keep moving the ball, don't get stagnant. You know you've got a go-to guy, but you want to make sure other guys stay involved.
5 on the shot clock. Keegan McDowell. And the rebound, Caleb Lohner for the Cougars. BYU led by as many as 8 in the first half. Liberty led by as many as 6 here in the second half. As Caleb Lohner's first points of the game.
Well, you know, you pick and roll all game, and eventually Lucas finds him open on the block, and he's able to convert.
Mark Pope leaping into the air. And a 5-second call. Screaming for the call, and he finally got it on the BYU end of the floor.
Cougars getting some movement. The roll frees up the three in the corner. And on the same play, the same type of play, the roll, you stick with it, let the big man come right down the middle. You get someone off the glass. And you're seeing a little bit of the offensive struggles from the Flames, kind of hesitating, trying to force the ball to McGee instead of playing free.
T-John Lucas, the look away, and Caleb Lohner will get 2 free throws. The dunk wouldn't go, but 2 shots coming up.
Talk about Caleb Lohner and his ability and how this really hasn't been his game, but the last couple of trips, he stepped up big, and that's what you want out of your bigs. Attack the rim, try to dunk it on somebody, get to the free throw line.
3rd foul on Shiloh Robinson. Lohner, there you see a 59% free throw shooter. Rolls the first one in. BYU has been making their free throws in this game. Not shooting well outside the arc, but they're 20 of 24 from the stripe, and out rebounding Liberty 32-19. And BYU has now matched their largest lead of the day.
And Roxy, on a Mark Pope coached team, this 8-point advantage is huge because they don't beat themselves down the stretch. Liberty's going to have to make some plays, and they're also going to have to create some turnovers, try to get back in this game in the next 4 minutes.
Shiloh Robinson powers into the key, and an offensive foul. The 4th on Robinson.
Making plays all over the court. I believe that was Caleb. Rotating, keeping his hands out of there. No. It was the charge picked up by George. Gideon George stepping in, holding his ground, taking the charge.
Inside 4 minutes. BYU trying to take control here down the stretch. Again the find, T-John Lucas and Lohner. 2 more free throws coming up as BYU just keeps attacking Corey, and Liberty's putting them on the line.
Staying with that ball screen. Lucas was a little shaky to begin the game, but right now he's the man setting the table for the Cougars.
And the foul on Shiloh Robinson, who was fouled out with 3:47 to go. BYU back to the free throw line, up 8 on Liberty.
With DirecTV Stream, I can get live TV and on demand anywhere. Look, Serena Williams, Matrix. Serena, Matrix. Serena, Matrix.
Get your TV together with the best of live and on demand. Introducing DirecTV Stream.
Hey, got a great deal at Toyotathon.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon.
You too.
Got a great deal at Toyotathon. Yeah. Got a great deal.
Okay, it's the final days of Toyotathon.
Yes.
Time for you to get a great deal.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. The value of a Toyota just keeps getting better.
It all ends January 3rd.
Toyota, let's go places.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by Hawaiian Airlines. Hawaii flies with us. Outrigger Hotels and Resorts, where local culture meets world-class hospitality. And Dollar General, where you save time and money every day. Where else would you want to be? Get seriously. Waikiki Beach, gorgeous sunset. And we're wrapping up the Hawaiian Airlines